it's Evelyn here and welcome to Evelyn Colors. Today I am swatching my new HIMI Gouache paint set. I have 24 swatches that I'll be doing today, and I'll also be using my new little HIMI Gouache pad to swatch the paint. Let's go. I'm going to put these in some type of order here. Let me make some magic happen. I'll be right back. Goobly goobly goo. The order in which I will put them in the tray. Now I'm about to remove the tops, but before I do, I have something to show you that I also bought to help me with keeping these fresh, because I know that these will dry out, and somebody gave me a tip on how to keep them fresh so that they don't mold and also so that they don't dry out, and I am going to take your word of advice. But I also bought something that I saw on Amazon that I think might be helpful. This is what I bought. It is the reactivation spray. This is the smallest bottle that they sell on Amazon. I did not get the big bottle because I don't know what I'm working with. So I just wanted to get this to have it on hand, but I still will put into practice what the person told me about how they store theirs and how it has lasted them for 2.5 years without any issues. Now, let me get these tops off so that I can see what I'm working with. Ooh, this is not easy to open. And it doesn't help that I don't have no nails. I cut my nails off. Here we go. Oh, look at that. It looks like some pudding. One thing is for sure, these are really secured. Okay, look at that. Looks like mustard. Yeah, I got it on my fingers. I need to go put some gloves on. Here's a little bit of information about HIMI Gouache paint. This is the jelly cups, but they also come in tubes. HIMI Gouache is a type of gouache paint that is made in HIMI, Toyama Prefecture, Japan. HIMI is known for high quality pigments and the ability to produce vivid, opaque colors. The benefits of using the jelly cup HIMI Gouache paint is that they are portable, they have an ease of use, reduced waste, and a longer shelf life. The best features of HIMI Gouache are high quality pigment, smooth texture, good light fastness, affordability, and the range sets that they offer, and the colors. Also, HIMI Gouache is water soluble. Opening these jelly cups was a workout, I tell you. They have these bad boys sealed so good, which is always a good thing, right? Now, this is one of my favorite colors, but it's hard for me to get into it. But once I get into it, look at that. It is so satisfying. Look at that color. Now, this is a color that's cute too, and I had to stop talking about HIMI paint, gouache paint, and talk about the colors as I open the packaging. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, let me get back to telling you, look at that. Telling you about HIMI Gouache. HIMI Gouache is an opaque watercolor, which I think I told you that it was opaque before. but it also has a lot of versatility and vibrant colors. It is a water-based medium that is known for its smooth and matte finish. Doesn't that look like eyes? So scary. If you are wondering why on earth did I buy some HIMI gouache paint when I'm so new to coloring, well, it is because I saw another YouTuber, Miss Bianca, coloring with HIMI gouache, and she did a beautiful job. And I ran to Amazon and I said, I got to have me some HIMI gouache because I want to learn how to color with it too, as well as just use it in other art projects that I may be doing. Yeah, so I had to have this paint. It just looks so good and it looks so fun to color with. I ran out and did it. Now, this color right here, this blue, it is so beautiful. And I promise you, I have not color graded this video at all. I haven't hit auto color correct or whatever. These colors are popping just because of the camera. My camera is picking it up. I haven't changed anything. This is the original colors of the paint that you're seeing, okay? I think this is a pretty color too. I think everything is so vibrant. I'm just in color heaven. Here is the set. It looks so good. It looks like jelly actually. And it looks like it's so good that you can probably eat it. But you know, we're not going to be eating any gouache today. But I just want y'all to check this out before I start dipping in here and swatching these. The lids on these paints, they were really hard to get off. Very hard. So they did a great job in securing the paint to make sure that it doesn't seep out or get out or anything. It's just about like almost airtight. But yeah, this is my little lovelies. See, this one is already cracking. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spray my little stuff on here. I sure am. Let me spray. Put it to use. They said wait for a few minutes. Yeah, that one looked like it was already dry anyway when I opened it. I'm going to go ahead and get to swatching, but I wanted to just share with you how they look. And after I finish swatching, I will show you how I plan to preserve these so that they don't mold and so that they don't dry out so quickly. But even if they dry out, there is a way that you can reactivate them, and it's very easy. Just add a little water or that spray that I have, let it sit and mix it around and it will reactivate. I have my little swatch book. This is something I bought from Amazon. They had another one, but I thought that this was the cutest one. I think the other one was red and white, but I went with this one. I've already done something that I've seen people who actually paint do. I have my little tape here, my artist tape here, and I'm going to put the swatches here. I've already written down what the medium is for this page, and I've blocked off 24 spaces so that I can swatch them. I'll be going in order this way. I'm going to get my brush and get started. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Okay, first swatch. This is a dry brush. Let's see. This is pretty soft. I probably need to get my little board that comes with it. This is the color white. I'm going to put it all in here, just like that. I won't be watering it down or anything because I've seen how it looks. It's still bold when you water it down. It's a cross between what acrylic and water paint, but these paints tend to be bolder when you water it down. Now I'm going to go in the order here. I'll put this color here. Okay. And I need to probably sit down, but I'm not going to sit down. I'll stand up. I'm just getting a little bit of paint from here. My brush is slightly wet. This is pretty thick, actually. I'm getting it on my other paper, but that's fine. It's pretty thick. So watering it down for coloring books would be pretty cool. A cool thing to do, huh? What I'm gonna do is zoom you in a little bit more. I'll be right back. Okay, I have you zoomed in and I'm moving on to my next color, which is yellow. This nice yellow. And see, I'm keeping this top off and they want to dry out on me. So I have to move fast with this swatch. Ooh, that's a bright yellow. Very bright. Putting a little more here. Yeah, I have to move fast because it wants to dry out. Plus, I have a fan on, a ceiling fan, and that's not making it any better. The brush that comes with this is very stiff. I'm new to paint anyway, so I guess it's probably supposed to be like this. I'm not really sure. But it's a stiff brush and I can see why it needs to be stiff because the paint itself is kind of thick. These are my first swatches of the first row of jelly gouache here. Okay, that's that. Moving right along to the next swatch. Now, right here, I am going to swatch, but I won't be like physically talking, literally talking. I will be doing a voiceover from here on out because somebody, Miss Bubbles, hey Miss Bubbles Studio, she said I prefer talking instead of music, and I do too, quiet as it's kept. All right, so now I'm going to start swatching and you will now be hearing a voiceover. All right, let's go. You see, I said I would not be talking, but I need to talk a little bit because I need to tell you something. You know what? I need to be watching more videos about HIMI Gouache. Okay, I really do. I like it, but there's so much I need to learn. I just dipped some into the paint and I got too much paint. All right. This is the orange here. I wish I could just go straight through here and not worry about contaminating the other colors. But that's my orange, and I don't think that's true to form there because the light is too light. There we go. There we go. This is like an orange here, but it's lighter than what I see through the viewfinder here. You see? Let me show you. It's a little bit lighter than that, than what you see, just so you know. Now this is the brown and it looks like Jello pudding. Chocolate Jello pudding. I would figure that these are really concentrated, so with coloring, of course, I would definitely water them down. Most definitely. Ooh, look at that pink. That pink is nice. Ah, this is so pretty. This is probably one of my favorite colors in general. This one. This looks like more of like a hot pink. That's what it looks like to me. I'm gonna put a little more on here. Just because I can. All right, so that is this here. This is that one here. Okay. Right there. Looks like what you see is what you get with the paint. Of course, you can water it down to thin it out to make it be less bold and less intense. The longer I am in adult coloring, the more I want to try different mediums. So I have this paint here. I have acrylic paint that I have not touched yet, but I will. Now check this out. This is that swatch from there. But yeah, I have some acrylic paint that I need to use, and I bought acrylic paint to do backgrounds, but now I'm getting interested into using paints to actually paint a masterpiece someday. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. But that's quite okay. Long as I have the swatches, I'm good. I am good. Now, what I discovered about this paint is that, number one, I didn't really need to get 24 colors because it's a lot of paint in there. And more than likely, I would probably be, of course, stretching it out when I color with water, you know, a little bit of water. So it's going to last a long time. So I really didn't need all of this paint. It's a lot in those cups, and I don't think I could go through it too fast. So putting the tape here was very helpful. I've been watching videos of people using this and other paint as well. So I think I'm getting an interest in painting. So I guess the purchasing of this set is not in vain because I can do a little painting in this book here, this little swatch book that I have, and I should be okay. I don't think that's dry right there. But more than likely, I will be, of course, using water to stretch that paint out because this is going to last me a long time. I probably won't ever have to buy any more of this paint unless I want to, or unless I want a different type of set. Everything is done. I'm going to write the names on here. Now, I don't know if you want to see me write the names on here. That's why I'm kind of jumping around and speeding it up so that you don't get too bored. And I'm almost done. That was quick, wasn't it? Very quick. I am all done with the swatches, and here are the colors. I'm bringing it up so you can see it a little bit better. This paint is fairly thick. It is like an acrylic paint, but of course with coloring I would water it down a lot. And I've seen people water it down and the colors are still bold, and there is like a matte, smooth finish to them. Yeah. So take a look. I think these swatches turned out pretty good for my first time swatching a paint. Yeah. I'll be back to share with you my final thoughts. I am all done with swatching. You've seen how they look. What I have noticed is that the colors in the paint cup are true to form when you swatch them. So what you see is what you get. When you swatch these colors, it's actually going to be the same color that you see in the container here, in the little tub of paint here. I think I'm going to enjoy using these. One of the things that I was asking myself is, why did I buy so many colors? I didn't know that it was this much paint in each of the cups. So it will take me a long time to finish using this paint set. I'm sure it'll last me for a couple of years. But I do plan to do a little bit of painting. I've been watching some painting videos and I'm getting into that as well. So hopefully purchasing this paint set was not really in vain, because I can learn to paint with my adult coloring, and I also can learn to just paint freehand whatever I want to draw per se. I can paint it. I like the texture. I like the jelly, even the look. It's starting to dry out now because I've had it uncovered for quite some time while filming. But what I plan to do is spray each one with this, put this back on here, and put the lid on top snap that in and put it in a plastic bag. That's what I'm going to do to keep it from drying out. I can't wait to start using this paint in my coloring books, specifically the books that have really good cardstock paper. I don't think that this will be a good medium to use in coloring books that have really, really thin paper. Hopefully in the future I will come back and film me coloring something in a coloring book with these HIMI gouache. Have you used the HIMI gouache in any way? Let me know how you've used them. Give me some pointers, some tips. If you have a video that you've done, let me know. I have seen a couple of videos with other YouTube adult coloring creators using it in their coloring books, and I've learned quite a bit from them, but of course I need to learn more. I enjoyed swatching this, and I enjoyed just playing around in the paint. It has like a very unique texture, and you don't have to use a lot. A little goes a long way. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Drop them down in the comment section below, and I'll be down in the comments to engage with you, and you. Until next time, keep coloring. Bye.